Studio has benefited me in multiple ways. Academically, it has helped me seek out more help as to what I want to do in the future. When I started school, I wasn't too sure as to what I wanted to do after Guttman, but classes like Studio and Lab really opened up my mind as to the options that are available and the resources that are available. And
I had the pleasure of taking Studio in my first year with Regita, and because of this class, I had a better relationship with my classmates. This class was a safe space for me, and because of that, I developed more confidence, which really led a lot of great things for me.
Studio has helped me release my creativity, which I thought I didn't have. I was able to be more honest and open in that setting. I also communicated with my professor and peers on a much higher scale than I did in my other courses. And the Studio has given me the opportunity to reflect on certain things in my first year, and I was able to see that growth throughout my experience.
You know, in terms of Studio, it helped me build my leadership skills, definitely. You know, helped me be more open to others' opinions, others' ideas. It helped me be more open to myself, you know, to not be so shy. And one other thing is it helped me be creative. So I was able to, gain perspectives of, other students, ideas and views, and which helped me build my skills as a leader now, and that was all due to Studio.
My experience with Studio was different. I think that it was a class that it was an eye-opener at the beginning because I'm not very artistic, but in fact I was able to express myself with art, and that's one of the things that many times is taken away from us. And it was also a space to meet new peers, create a family, bond with everybody, and also express ideas with each other and topics that really you care about, such as politics and everything. It's not all about art, it's also about further than that, and it goes deeper than beyond the title Studio.
And we don't really get time to talk to our classmates or just share our thought on stuff or just express ourselves in a way that we should as a whole group in class, because we always stick together, but we don't really have time because we are always busy in working in other classes. But Studio is a place where we can do that, where we can bond as a class, where we can express ourselves and talk about issues that not been touched in other classes.
It's a space in which students get the chance to explore different topics and issues, and to basically express themselves.
Like one big moment in this class is when we created music using vocals and instrumentals from YouTube. And then from that, I told myself that I actually like making music, and so this inspired me to make my own music.
Studio helped me kind of sit down and really think about everything that I've been learning throughout the year. Because it's when you're in all those other classes, they're kind of going by really fast. Whereas this one is just it's one day to really it's your shortest day. It kind of gives you that time of relaxation during the week. And with that time, you kind of get a chance to really reflect on everything that you learned on every class, and then apply it to that class, to Studio.
And what did you like most about Studio?
The diversity. It was a nice change of pace from everything that I've been doing before. There's math, English, and stuff, but it's good to do something different from what everybody expects.
Studio has helped me develop my academic skills in many ways, in many aspects, because I learned a lot from my classmates. I think a lot of the conversations we had, that helped me a lot develop I became more open-minded, I could say. I had a great experience this year.
The thing I like most about Studio is that it puts me in a different level of thinking than all my other classes. I think more internally about myself and other people. What Studio has taught me is that there are multiple ways of seeing things, there's multiple ways of learning, there's multiple ways of understanding things, and I think Studio is a great way for you and your house to combine and come together in such a creative and new level thinking way. I just love Studio because it gives me an opportunity to it's not free time like other people think, it's a time for us to think at a whole other level.
Well, Studio helped me a lot. It talk about mindset and different academic skills needed, and helping to examine myself as a student.
Oh, the good things about Studio is that they teach you and they help you with other classes. That's what I want to do. I want to help others. And yeah,
I like about Studio is the fact that it's very open to your own. So Michelle was my grad who I worked with last year. She was a very outstanding. She helped me. She listens to my own opinion. She uses my word to improve the class as well. And this year I have grad Ryan, who's an amazing person. I mean, what could I have asked for?
I think Studio is an important space because it gives future educators such as myself a space to foster our skills in front of a classroom alongside someone who has a lot of experience, such as the grad coordinators. And I think my experience with Regita Nair, she really served as something much more than just a co-facilitator to me, because she is in my field of study. She has a lot of experience teaching psychology and being a psychologist, so I think it helps me in more ways than just one. And I think it's important to build up our toolbox in front of a classroom at such a young age. And I didn't even graduate college yet, and I'm in front of a classroom teaching a class. So it gets me ready for what's to come in the future, and I think this is a very special place and you can't get it anywhere else.
It was my first job, it was the first job I ever had, so hearing about Studio, I was expected to, basically stand up in front of a class, a whole class, and basically talk along with the grad coordinator. And before this whole thing started, before I started in Studio, I was really nervous at speaking in public and everything. So, as the year went on in Studio, the one skill I grew in was speaking in public. Now I don't feel as nervous as before. I feel like for me that's like the one true skill that I actually learned throughout this whole time in Studio. And the grad coordinators. Fall semester I had Michelle and James, and this semester Talicia, and they've been amazing. They're also helping me with skills I wanted to improve.
Studio is important because it's a place where you could grow, where you could start from 0 and then go beyond 100. Like you could grow as a person, as a professional, meet a lot of new people, and then help new students to get on the same level or beyond the level that you want to be. And it's just incredible to help others.
Studio is important to me because you build lifelong relationships with the students and you teach them different skills and you both learn and grow in a safe and creative environment.
Studio is important because it's a place where students could come and express themselves and grow as a person and as a professional.
Well, Studio is important because one of the skills I learned was public speaking, both as a Studio peer mentor and as a student. It also allowed me to improve on the skills of working with others and a lot of exchange of ideas with peer mentors, which differentiates a lot from other classes that I've had before.
Because it's like a platform for students to go and be themselves while gaining all these skills, knowledge about certain skills that they need for the workforce and college and so on.
It is a time away from time.
One word to describe Studio? Awesome.
Loving, because the student that showed me love the same way I showed them love. Wonderful, because it's a place of peace and joy.
Studio is creative.
My word is innovative, and it's because the students get to work on themselves while they work on projects, and they get to see different perspectives of the theme or whatever they're working on.
Understanding.
Unconventional.
I would say unique and amazing.
Top notch.
Exciting and helpful.
Creativity and art.
Expression overload.
All inspiring.
Family.
A support system.
I love it, and I will never forget Studio. Peace out.